Hey, Corey, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's Thursday evening, and just finishing up, getting set up here. I don't believe that Paul Hodges is going to be here with me. Oh, there's Paul Hodges in his truck.
Yay, what's happening? I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting in front of A&W. She's going to meet me here about 5:30, she said.
Okay. I'm trying to reset my camera, but I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
See, I've got the wide angle thing going.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this. There we go. There's Justin.
Hey, Justin.
Just in time.
He's not connected to audio yet, by the looks of it.
Justin isn't?
What?
No.
Oh,
Justin.
there he is. Okay.
There he is.
I had to turn my headphones on.
Oh.
So Paul is headed for dinner, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting. Jenny's going to meet me over here about 5:30, so. Well, there wasn't much sense me going home and then have to run and try and get back into London real quick because actually, I'm up in the northeast corner of London, so.
Now, this is the gal that you went on a date with, right?
Yeah, that's her.
Well, good. Get you out of the house, Paul.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, well, especially got like almost a 3-day weekend coming up. Find out if she's gonna have any time for me this weekend or not. But she said, well, I asked her yesterday, and she said, well, no promises. So it don't sound good. And then I was talking to her earlier. She said, well, why don't we have supper? Meet for supper. And I said, okay. I said, you name the place and I'll be there. So.
Well, good.
Well, here I am. So I'm probably not going to see her on the weekend by the sounds of it. So take what I can get, I guess.
This was the lady you went on a date with not too long ago?
Yep. Yeah. It is.
Okay.
Yeah. The latest and greatest. Yep.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If she's living with her kids, maybe she should come hang out over at your house.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because she came to my place that one time there when I took her out for supper, and she says, holy crap, this is nice to get away from everything. It was nice and quiet, and no, she didn't have to go sit in her bedroom because, the kids had got the living room,
Right.
because they got a bedroom set up in the living room, right?
Hey,
So
Dominic.
she can't really invite anybody over, right? So, but she's trying to find them a place and getting things organized so she can move on the 1st of April. And and she works a lot too, so, and I think she's working extra hours to help get some money up for, like the first and last and all that crap, right? So
Yeah. Well, it's nice to have a friend.
yeah, if anything, yeah. So
Because you are a very social person. I've gone past being social.
yeah. Well, I don't like to sit around by myself all the time, really.
So, any signs today or no?
Yeah, I had 2 today. I had one in Elmer and one on the way back. They're just removals. No installs today. So
Are they set, are the houses selling, Paul,
Well, I don't know.
or are they just taking them off the market?
No, there's a few around, but the ones I picked up have been sold, right? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But see, right now, the interest rates are high and all the bills are coming in from Christmas and everything right now, right? So,
Yeah.
credit and all that shit. So I don't know.
Money's a little tight, yep.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be June or July before it gets going again, I think, but I don't know. They're starting to say it's more like a buyer's market right now because you might want $1 million for it, but here's 900,000, right?
Right.
So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, Corey says over there, he sees a lot of houses going for below the asking price.
Yeah.
And or they just taking them off the market.
Yeah. Well, the problem is if they bought them at 800,000, but now it's only worth 700,000, you can't really sell it.
No.
Unless you can make up that out of the 100,000, right? To get out of it. But then where are you going to go, right? So
yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem with any time you sell the house, you better have some place to go to.
Yeah. Or you buy a house that's based on conditions, but I think if somebody comes along with the money before that, I think you're no chance you're going to do it, right? Unless they agree to it,
Right.
But I don't.
The one house Corey's been watching since last June, they're asking 1.2 million for.
Oh, it's just fucking stupid on the prices.
They bought the house in 2016 for $650K.
Yeah. And you want 1.2 now.
Yeah.
Double. Yeah. But see, that's another problem. Everybody says, well, I can sell my house now. I get, twice or more than what I paid for, right? But
Right.
what the fuck are you gonna buy?
That's the problem.
Well, it's like me. I don't owe that much money on my house, but I'm not gonna get that much money for it. And like, where the hell am I gonna go? I'd have to end up paying a whole lot more just to get into another house. So
Yep.
not gonna happen.
Yep.
I'll just stay where I am till the roof falls in, right?
Hey, here comes Chuck Kovacian.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah,
Yo, gotta get my
Yeah.
house in order here. Hold on. Pop out the chat. And
Yeah, once you figure out how to do that, let me know how you do it.
what do you
Get your
mean?
house-
The hamburger? It's the magic hamburger.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, hamburger sounds good.
Actually, I'm getting in front of A&W right now.
There you go. All right, let's see. Turn this on. What the hell is going on with that background? That's not good.
Hey, even look at this. I got a coupon for A&W.
Now you're talking. Let's see. So choose virtual background. And we're going to turn that off. Off. How do you turn it off? None. There we go.
There you go.
It's more normal. Wearing my sweater today.
Yeah.
Got the heat turned down. How
Oh,
you guys
Joe.
doing?
Well, we're hanging in there. Paul went and did his review for a new job,
I had
New-
my exit interview today. Paul.
new bus job. Oh, you did the exit interview?
Mhm.
What the hell they want to know? Is it buy or what?
They wanted to know why I gave them a couple of bad scores on their report card, which I did. And I said, no, it's nothing wrong with the company. I said, the only thing that went wrong with the company was you guys said you're going to eliminate my job in 2 years. And then you decided at the last minute that you didn't. And then I'd already switched roles to a job that wasn't my absolute 100% passion. So I found another place that will let me do that. And, nice knowing you. That's nothing
Yeah, what
against
they
you.
say.
That's what you guys did wrong. And the other couple of things were just like the job being more tuned to the job has changed. I did this role once before. And it was different, way different. It's changed. It's a young person's game. That's what this gig is. And
Yeah.
I am not that guy anymore. So
What,
anyway,
you're saying you're old now, Chuck?
I'm not as young as I was.
Yeah.
I'll never admit the other OLD thing. I
Yeah.
think that's a matter of how you feel. But
Yeah.
in certain roles, certain job roles are tuned for a younger crowd. And this particular gig that I've been in for 2 years is certainly tuned for a younger crowd. Paul, how'd you make out today with your Paul mentioned you're doing some stuff. How'd you make out with your
Well, I had to go for a driver evaluation.
hit any cones?
So anyway, he says I'm very adequate, whatever the hell that means.
Because they won't give you a good score. It's one of those places where you never get 100%. You're like just really good, but never perfect.
Yeah, you're really good. You really are
Oh,
very,
they never,
very adequate.
they never do that because then they have to give you more money.
Yeah.
Very adequate.
Very adequate.
Not
In other
just
words-
adequate, very adequate.
Very adequate.
Like when
Yeah.
I used,
Enough to do the job.
How do
You
you
know-
feel after you like had sex with a woman? She says, and how was that? That was very adequate.
Yeah, very
well, you know, when I worked at Walmart, and we would do reviews. They would actually get pissed off at us if we gave somebody a good review across the board, because then we'd have to give them a 50-cent raise and they'd get pissed off about it. Even if they were a really good worker, we would always do one thing on the review that was like,
Something for them to work on.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
you're okay at that, but you're not the best. And it was very encouraged not to give them.
It's like it's freaking yeah. Fuck Walmart. All right, said it. Give me a red card. I earned a red card. Red card.
Well, did you see in the news, Justin, you got CVS pharmacies down there, right?
Yeah.
They're closing 7,000 of them nationwide.
What's that?
Got to be most
CVS
of their
pharmacy.
stores, right?
Oh, the last JC Penney in town here just is closing its doors. And okay, you guys were like JC Penney, who cares? But
Yeah.
um
Well, here in Ontario, they're opening about 15 new Zeller stores. Right, they closed them all. Now they're opening about 15 new ones up.
Because they probably got investors somewhere injected a
really-
bunch of new money in
really-
the company.
there are certain things though that are better purchased like in person, and to do the touchy feely, try them out. One section in JC Penney's that was incredibly valuable to a lot of people is the home decoration area, where you can actually look at the curtains hanging on displays and stuff, like real deal, and figure it out. Like, are these colors going to work? And like my wife and I spent so much time in that place poking around and picking out stuff, and that was great, and everything was in stock and you just get it. But and shoes are another thing. I mean, yeah, you can return them, but it's like easier to go in and get it right the first time. Clothes, stuff.
Oh, like I said, when it comes to retail, all that's left is Walmart and Amazon.
Yeah,
Everybody
no,
else
it's
is
true.
falling apart.
I
It's-
guess I overstated. It says CVS is closing 900 stores.
That's still
Wow.
quite a bit, though.
That's
Yeah.
that's a lot of people looking for work too. What
Well,
are they
look how
gonna do?
many freaking pharmacy stores there are. You got Walgreens, CVS.
Rite Aid or whatever.
Rite Aid, yeah.
And you guys have what do you have, Eckerd or something? What do you have
Yeah.
in Florida? There's a bunch in Florida. They're unique.
You guys got shoppers over there? Shopper Drug Mart?
Not
Not
in New
that
York.
I've never heard of that one.
They're big
You guys
over
have
there.
some. You have some in Canada that are unique. You have some names in Canada that are certainly unique that aren't here stateside.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
look at the dollar stores too. Dude, like every empty field, a dollar store shall appear. Like,
Yeah, I know it's true. And they pop out up out of nowhere.
well, like Dollar General bought out, I want to say it was Dollar Tree. They bought out Dollar Tree. Now, Dollar General alone already had like 13,000 locations. That's just like, that's just an insane amount of stores. Like literally, there's one street down in my city. You can drive down and there's $3 stores practically within less than a quarter mile of each other on one street. And then I've been in some shopping complexes in other cities where there's literally different dollar stores in one shopping complex.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
like,
make sure I put-
Jesus.
I gotta get Lori's chat up and running to make sure that I have her. Let's see. How late are you working? Question mark. I gotta know when to pick her up. And I'm good. And then she'll yell at me for being on here. Why weren't you packing for whatever we're doing? Yeah, I know.
Well, you guys going on a trip or something?
It's a little weekender.
Uh, yeah, it's
Birthday
insane.
bash.
I know the dollar stores, though, if you look at they're actually doing very well.
Yeah, but they're not $1 anymore. It's like fucking $2, $3.
Yeah,
Well, Dollar Tree used to be $1, now they went up to $1.25.
it's $1.25 store.
Yeah,
Oh shit, 6 p.m. That's right.
When do you have to pick Lori up?
6.
Oh.
So yeah. You guys are
45
gonna-
minutes.
You're gonna lose my mouthiness sooner tonight, which is probably good for the panel. Gotta get to talk about something. Justin, your shorts are taking off, aren't they?
yeah, well, what I've been doing, like if I upload 5 or 6, or even 4, if one of them doesn't take off and only gets like 1 or 2 views, I'll delete it and re-upload it the next day. At the same time.
Eh.
And that's how I try to get at least triple digits on it.
Yeah.
Like, so if as long as it gets over 100, I'll leave it alone.
Okay. Good strategy.
I mean, it's been getting me subs, so
I
it's working.
see. Yeah, I see some travel vlogging channels are trying shorts now. That's changing. It's changing. I'm still hardcore. There are some channels that are big that were asking their subscribers, would you guys like us to do shorts or continue long form? They're like, long form. We like watching stuff that's like, 20, 30, 40 minutes. And
Oh, drone shots and USA drones, a Lambo, and who else is in here? Russell Glaren. Corey Mono was in first.
Sorry, guys, don't see the chat. Can't help you. No, but
Oh,
hey,
yeah. Jody's around. My favorite Zamboni drivers in the house. Joe America.
And
Looks like
Dominic.
Dominic's kicking around somewhere. Yep. Is Edward still around? Like
Ed
Corey's still
Hassick said
around?
good evening. Yep.
Yeah. There's a few people kicking around.
Yeah, we got a few people in here saying hello.
Anybody else getting freezing rain other than us? Well, it switched to rain now, but I'm sure it's.
Oh, we
not
had it this
pleasant.
morning.
Well, it's still fairly warm here, but the cold is supposed to be sweeping in. It's 45 degrees right now.
Oh, you're lucky. It's
Fact-
34 here, so. it
What I
doesn't really
need to
wanna
do
melt.
is at some point in time, not too distant future here, got to go out with the big shovel and shovel the water off. My sidewalk's got a couple of dips where the water clings.
Puddles in.
Yeah, so I need to take the shovel and
You want some mini skating rinks?
yes.
Yeah, not good. Not good. Washington County News Station, Utah.
Yep.
Marshall,
Yeah. Push my bear video, man. Get it on TV. It's TV worthy.
And I got Dustin's drone out to him, got him the tracking number earlier, so he's good to go.
Oh, you
Yay.
shipped it, huh?
I
Good.
updated Avada last night to the latest firmware. Well, the goggles V2 updated. So
Oh,
then I decided you'll love this, Justin. I said, I'll light it up in this office here and just
Oh,
light it up
Jesus.
and yeah, it went bolting into the freaking wall.
Hey, Chuck, did you hear what happened to Dustin?
No.
The reason he's shipping him a mini one that he has. He was coming back for a landing and flying his drone,
Yeah.
and some guy ran up, grabbed the drone, and took off with it.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ripped the I think what Dustin said was the guy ran up on him, ripped the battery out, threw it at Dustin, and then ran off with the drone, and Dustin couldn't catch him. The dude was yelling at him for flying there, wherever he was flying at. So I gave him my mini one that I had laying around because I
Oh
don't
my
use it, so.
God.
Isn't that wild?
Wow, I would have chased after him and killed him.
I'd have ran him down
You
with my car.
gotta catch the mofo though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's easier said than done.
Yeah, especially I couldn't run after anybody, but
Oh, a car could go through a park just fine.
Yeah,
Not
But
to
if the-
say I've never done it, but.
So we took the battery out of the drone, so that way you couldn't Find My Drone to find him
you
later.
couldn't use.
Well, no, it wasn't a DJI. It was a cheaper one apparently.
Still,
But still, like I would have,
Still.
I'd have been fucking pissed, dude.
Oh yeah, somebody
wouldn't be?
screwed with you, you know?
well, you know what really worse? I mean, it's bad enough you lose the drone, but to lose the footage
Yep.
is really that's the kick in the nuts is to
Yeah.
lose your footage. Like remember Gary,
Yep.
he lost his drone. It got stolen when he was on vacation. He had all that footage.
Hey, didn't he lose a camera and a bunch of shit though too? A laptop?
Yeah, he lost.
No, it was an iPad. I
They
think.
cleaned him out.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah, but in reality, though, I'd have never left that much shit in my car neither. Even if it was for 10 minutes.
I learned that the hard way a few years back. Lori and I learned that the hard way, and ever since, people think we're weird that we don't leave our stuff. Like all my camera gear is always in my backpack and it's always with me. You know,
I'll be
I
right
don't
back,
blame you.
guys.
and like well, don't you trust anybody? Like no, I don't. And I can tell you why. If you want to hear a story, I'll tell you a little story. And
I don't know, USA
Maybe.
Drone Flyer, he's gonna come on my show Saturday night and talk about it and tell us about it and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. So maybe you guys can ask him, gets a little bit more details. I don't have all the details of it, but
why doesn't he have the guy's fingerprints off the battery? The
but
police
he
just
might have
don't
not,
care.
yeah, but he might have not have thought it at the time. He might have grabbed the battery and was just so upset. You know
yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
how would he know how to take the battery out of it?
Police don't care. They don't have time to deal with this little shit. They don't care. Just don't care.
Like, how would he even know how to take the battery out of it? You know,
Well,
least-
depending on what drone it was, I don't know. Maybe it was real
Yeah.
easy to get out.
Maybe.
Could have been the Avata.
I know is the police around here, they don't care about any of this stuff. They didn't care to frickin' prosecute the person. I was gonna say something derogatory. Person that tried to kill me a year and some change ago.
Yeah, I'll show you guys what I sent him, a
Whatever.
picture, because I took a picture for him so you knew what was
Well, you're
coming.
thinking
with it.
right, Joe. He's thinking right. I don't know if the police would do anything for you. You don't just have to have friends in the police department to get them like willing to take the time to do it. And
Well, like,
are there any prints on record for the guy? It could be his first.
In reality, around here, they probably would have done it if you would have preserved it.
That's cool.
But this is what I sent him here.
Yeah,
it's-
the old mini.
Yeah, it's got landing gear, 2 batteries, a double charger, extra props, all the cables, which he'll need to get better cables. I just don't have any more of those left. Yagi antennas, a sun flare lens thing.
Wow, look at
Landing
that's
gear
like the old
extension.
Spark remote. It looks like the old Spark remote.
But all that fits in that case except for the battery charger.
Yeah.
So.
Honestly, when I was carrying Mini 2 around and now Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 3 Pro is in a little zipper case and I pack everything kind of individual because if I put it that way in a backpack, it takes up less space than in one of those, the case like you showed, which is great. That's a great place where I keep all my stuff when I'm not out and about with it because it keeps everything organized and together because I'm really bad about losing all my stuff.
What's great is that landing gear and that sun, the lens, the sun cover or whatever for the gimbal.
Yeah.
All that fits right and snugly right underneath the controller in that little cutout.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So,
But having
Like
a
I said-
case like that to store everything in is the way to go because that's
oh,
when
for
stuff.
sure.
I don't know about you, but all my stuff gets scrambled up and there's so much stuff. It just gets
That's actually a Skyreek case too.
they make some good stuff.
Yeah,
I like
their
Skyreek
cases.
stuff.
They make really
Sunny
good
Life
cheaper
makes good stuff.
cases.
Sunny Life makes some good stuff too.
Yeah, I just like Skyreek's cases because I think they make really good cheaper cases.
PGY Tech has stepped up their game. Their gear has really improved over the last couple of years.
so how can
Oh,
you say
yeah.
it's so good and cheap?
Well,
Good and
because
cheap?
it's good. Yeah, but that
Good value. Just say
that
it's
case
good
was
value,
only-
Justin, and they'll make Paul happy.
Yeah, that case was only $22.
Yeah, so it's value, Paul. It's value, right? It's not
Value,
the best.
okay.
But it's bang for
Well, a
the
lot
buck.
of people go out here and spend all this money on waterproof cases, and I'm like,
Why?
Go on boats? No. Are you flying in the rain? No. Then why the hell are you spending $300 on a waterproof case?
You mean like the Pelican, like the cases are like a Pelican case, the really,
Right.
the hard plastic?
Now, if you
Yeah.
were somebody like, Ray Kelly, somebody that goes on a boat a lot and flies off
It's
their boats,
different.
that makes sense. But if you're not doing any kind of water sports or anything, and you're nowhere near the water, what the hell are you spending that much on a case for?
Or just get State Farm insurance, and if it goes in the drink, it's like, yeah, it sank. Or it got stolen.
USA drone flyers or you shoot somebody over his drone.
I, yeah,
He said he's 357.
more holes. He had more holes than when he came around up. Yeah, yeah. It's certain states you can't get away with that, which stinks. Like I'm in one of them where they prosecute me. You know, like if somebody comes in my house and trips and falls trying to steal all my stuff, they'd sue. They'd arrest me for like endangering the criminal.
Yeah.
Here,
Some
technically,
messed up.
that's armed robbery if somebody comes up and tries to steal your stuff. Stand your ground, boy.
Yeah, let's
When
see.
you
I
pull
gotta
out your
start
gun and you say,
Yeah,
"Put-"
Florida definitely is a stand your ground state.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
technically the sheriff around here defines that if somebody tries to steal your property, whether they have a weapon or not, it is
An
armed
assault.
robbery
Yep.
and you have every right to protect yourself. So if they run up on you and you feel like you're being harmed and they're trying to steal your stuff, whether they have a weapon or not, you have every right to pull your gun out and dispatch them with all the prejudice you want.
Yep.
And the sheriff and the state are gonna
Oh.
give you a pat on the back and tell you, good job.
Oh,
The sheriff will recommend you go buy more bullets to refill your gun. The sheriff's down here on a whole different level, bro. You wanna talk about constitutional cops? They get on the news and tell you, go to the store, buy guns, buy all the ammo you can, stock up.
make our job easier.
But the cops do get a lot of respect around here from people too. I mean,
Yeah, that's good.
like especially around here, our sheriff goes unopposed every election because he wins by a freaking landslide. He gets like 97% of the vote.
The
Oh,
Dominic.
Hodges is back.
Yeah, so I had to take a phone call.
Okay.
Oh,
She's running 20 minutes late. Like everybody's late.
I'm gonna have to bolt soon. It looks like coming up on 5:30 already.
5:30. Yep. You got to pick her up at what time?
6. So I give myself. Well, I just because the roads are a little screwy. give
Yeah.
myself a little
Well,
more
you
time.
don't want to leave her standing and waiting for you.
Well, she's in a nice toasty office, but you know how that goes. The end of the day is the end of the day. She's gonna
Right.
want to
She wants to
escape.
get out of there as much as you want her to.
I can tell by her chat during the day that she's had enough fun for one day. She's ready. She is ready. Yeah, Justin was kidding about Avada. I updated my Avada yesterday, but I think just like I said, just did the goggles V2. I think they got an update. And then there
Oh.
was some kind of weird
Dustin's gonna
Protections.
have to update that mini one because that thing hasn't been turned on in probably 3 or 4 months at least.
I haven't flown Mavic 3 since England, so like that has like a couple of updates to do. One of them's gonna be remote ID, and I haven't flown Mini 2 in forever. July, I think.
Like a update for the goggles or anything?
Goggles V2 got an update. I'm not sure if the Goggles 2 did also.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually remind Dustin if he's not listening to, he's definitely gonna have to update the batteries and everything.
Yeah, that's good to do anyway, and kind of recalibrate the IMU and all that normal stuff. That's good to do.
Oh, especially when it's been sitting too.
Yeah. Birdman, David.
It's pretty empty out there.
I'm just glad he'll get some use out of it, because honestly, I'm kind of just over flying drones.
Nothing there,
all
eh,
this
Paul?
new crap
He's
coming
going
out.
to Chicago.
I have a really good friend who kind of he
Milwaukee.
helped get me into the hobby a few years
Yeah.
ago, and he has an old Hubsan that's a pile of crap, and I'm
Toledo.
seriously thinking of giving him my Mavic 2 Pro, just giving it to him with everything except I don't have a remote. So you just get a remote for it for like a couple $100 and you're in the air. Fly it.
Yeah, they're all heading for winter layup, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty boring around here with no ships to fly.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Volume. Terrible now.
Shaking your head.
I don't know.
That's when you
Right.
catch like you can go down and catch like some yachts coming through, different things like that too.
Snow bunnies.
No, there's no yachts down there. I'll tell you, there's nothing.
Some snow
They
bunnies.
just wipe it off. The only thing you can do is if we get a hard freeze in the lake, they start to break up as they get to the river and they float down and they give you, these great big pieces of ice going down. You can do that, but
Speaking of Gary, what's he doing? The hour before starts in a half hour. Oh, is it Joey Fallio's on tonight? Who's on?
I don't know.
All right, it just popped up on my feed, on my my YouTube feed. All right. Laura's in the chat. Hey Laura, I saw you didn't say
Hey,
hello.
Laura, did you see their
The little chase video?
they're tooling across Europe in the trucks.
Lori's.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the dude, Laura has to get a tattoo now. She lost.
I have to get a tattoo.
Yeah,
Does-
well, it
does-
was either
Does David
David.
get to pick where it goes?
Well, it was either David wears fake nails for 3 days if he loses, and Laura was voted to get a tattoo if she loses.
Did
And
he
so she lo-
specify what type of tattoo? Because if not, it could be a temporary or a fun tattoo, not a real one. You have
No,
to
it's a
specify.
It's a
And
real one,
specif-
but Laura kind of wants to get one anyway, though. So
So I wonder
not
where,
really.
Laura, where are you gonna get it?
She's said she has a couple of ideas of one she wants to get, but she hasn't said it to anybody.
All right. On that note, I'm gonna bust out of here for a while. I might.
You're
stay.
out of here, huh?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna go rescue Lori from her office.
Okay, Chuck. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Thanks for letting me in.
Say hello to Lori for us.
USA drone flyer.
What do you say? What
Later.
do you say?
Oh, I was reading about he's shooting the dude in the toe.
Oh, yeah. Go for the knees. Always go for the knees. That
Go
takes
for
them.
the knees,
They'll
yeah.
never forget. Anyway, see you guys later.
Okay, we'll see you, Chuck.
All right. Bye.
Oh shit! I had the wrong thing on there. Hold on. Why'd I put Chevrolet?
David won the race.
Yeah, Paul,
Marshall.
I'm gonna get going here. So, I'll,
Okay, Paul.
yeah, I'll see you in the morning.
All right. Take care.
Yep. Okay.
Have a good time.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye. I think it's going to be a short evening tonight, Justin.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. See if anybody else comes up on the panel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I don't remember winter being as yucky as this year. Here comes Ron. Hey, Mr. Ron,
Howdy.
how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Another day. How about you? What, anything new over there?
No, weather's crappy.
Yep, weather's crappy here too.
Yeah, it's getting foggy again. Don't think we're going to do much whirlybird flying tonight.
So how long are you gonna be there? A day or two or what?
Tomorrow. And head home in the morning and for what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, for like 3.5 days. Woo!
Well, the herd will be glad to see you.
I'm sure they will. Little mooches. Trespassing little mooches. Yeah, it'll be good to go home and see them and hang out. Oh,
Yeah, everybody's wondering how Welsh Rob's doing.
Oh, something happened?
Yeah, he was on Laura's and David's race across Europe. And all of a sudden he was on the panel and he comes on and says, I gotta go. He says, I fell out of my wheelchair and I think I broke my legs. So, yeah. So,
Oh, crap.
yeah.
Wow.
So I'm sure Laura will check in because Laura's good friends with his wife. So
Yeah. You still at work, Justin, or are you home? Or
Oh, no, no.
you at home?
Yeah.
you still have did they fix your truck or what?
Yeah. I
Um,
fixed it this morning, man. Remember when I said on Laura's channel?
Yeah, you said that they had to fix this sensor or something.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was,
yeah.
damn it, come on. Yeah, what it was the wheel bearing sensor was fucked up. So they had to put a new one of those on. And then they had to do another realignment. because
Realignment. Okay.
They had to rip all
Hey
that out.
guys,
Hey, Carlos.
how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Are you safe tonight? You're not going to get yelled at, or?
No, I'm safe. I just gotta do some laundry. So
Oh, okay.
you want to pop in and say hi, one, and two. I'm just gonna be muted. I'm still gonna listen. I'm just gonna be muted.
All
And
right.
three, I'm just gonna be folding some laundry, so it shouldn't take long.
Okay.
Let me look, Laura. What in the hell is that, Laura? What is that supposed to be? 2 X's? Oh, it's a foot. Okay, the bird's feet. Okay. I got you. I didn't see the message below it. Let me blow it up so I can actually see it. I kind of get it, but I don't know. I don't really like that.
Did Paul Hodges do okay on his driver's test today?
Yes. Well, how did he put it, Justin? He was very adequate.
Yeah, you said very adequate. Laura, I would probably do maybe a face of the bird. Have the tattoo artist take a picture of
What
the bird.
Justin and Laura are talking about, Ron, is they had that race today with the trucks and Laura lost. And if she lost, she had to get a tattoo.
Yeah, and I'm glad it was tattoo, so she didn't have to step outside her comfort. But what tattoo though? I was
Laura,
thinking maybe an expensive one since David's got to pay for it. One. And two, depends on where she wants it.
let me
If she
look.
gets a small one, she can put it anywhere.
Well, what she's talking right now in the chat with Justin about is she's thinking some bird feed or something.
Oh, that's nice. But where?
Bird feed. Said bird feet.
Bird feeder. It's a thing that birds land on that
No, it's
produce food.
the
Jesus
bird
Christ.
feet.
Oh, bird feet.
It's just
Oh,
bird.
the feet. Why
Yeah.
the feet instead of an actual bird? That's just.
Well,
Hold on. Trying to find something. So I would say, Laura, and this is just my recommendation, just so you have a really cool looking tattoo, is I would get him to take the bird's face and make it about that size of the bird, if you have an actual picture of it, and actually put the bird's face. You know, that right there is about the, you know, something like that. You could have the artist do, because it wouldn't take it wouldn't be hard for a tattoo artist to do an actual portrait of the bird. that size. That's just me. That way more people are, you don't have to explain it so many times to people what the hell it is. But it's whatever you wanna do. I think that would look cool. Just my recommendation.
We got some Cub Scouts coming here shortly.
Oh, you got a tour going?
Yeah.
Well, here's I'm gonna screen share. And this is what I kind of thought she was talking about getting, was like,
Oh, Jesus. Bitch by nature.
insert coins
Look
here.
at it, it says money over dick. Oh my god.
Oh, oh, Jesus. She could put it on the cheek so we can all see it. I don't
Somebody
know.
has one that says Trump stamp. Oh my god.
There you go. There's a bird right there.
Ooh, depends
Yeah,
on when
but you know how
wants to
much-
get it, though.
You know how much a tattoo like that would cost? So you're talking close to $1,000.
Aren't there cheap ones?
No, just to get a small one like Laura's looking at, that tattoo alone here in the US would cost you about $60, $70.
See, 60, 70. That's not a lot.
No, but I'm saying to get a tattoo even that size, you'd be looking at probably 300, 400 easy. Depending on where you went to and how detailed it was. I just think a portrait of the actual bird's face would be really cool, but that's just my opinion.
Don't know. To be fair, we don't even know if Laura's listening to us.
She's in the chat, her and David both are.
I know. I mean, I don't know if she's listening to our ideas.
Oh, I don't know. I was just giving her, cause I've had a lot of I've had like 4 or 5.
I've had no
four
tattoos, but I've
tattoos.
had like a bunch of stitches. So I'm
Okay.
in. So you are in the department of tattooing. I'm in the department of pain.
Well, tattooing can be painful depending on your tolerance.
True.
Tattooing don't bother me, but some people cry and go nuts when they start doing it. It depends on where you get tattooed. You get tattooed on the side of the ribs, trust me, you're gonna be hurting. That's a really sensitive area. Like top of your feet. On your face anywhere. Usually the arms aren't that bad, or the legs. I don't remember, I got 2, 3, 4 tattoos, yeah, got 4. I'll tell you that big ass sleeve I got on my one arm though, oh, my arm was on fire for like 2 days. Just felt
Wow.
like it was super, what it does, it almost feels like a really bad sunburn.
Ron, do you have any tattoos? Me either.
Yeah. Oh, I've thought about it.
Trust me, once you get one, then you'll wanna get another one and another one.
Maybe it's what I'll end or you know, one of the, I guess, bucket things of life or something, you know.
That's what you should do if you go over to Matt's. Have him take you to a tattoo shop up there.
Oh Jesus.
Carlos, you could get a tattoo and it could say "Yo Mama."
I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
No,
I
I
am,
would.
however, doing laundry. Gotta fold some stuff. Gotta hang up some stuff.
Well,
Only
it gives you something to do, Carlos.
I know. This is what my mom. I'm luckily got my devices back because I admitted I was in the wrong earlier. So, as long as I do finish what I'm doing and make sure I eat and do all my stuff for work tomorrow, I'm fine, and I get to keep my stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
your mom takes your stuff.
Punishment.
I'm not getting into detail, okay?
It's just punishment, right? Carlos?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Mia wants some
just
more dog
A little
food.
nervous because when my parents move out, they have a spot for my dad, my brother, and my mother. So, and I gotta move out on my own. So I'm kind of a little bit freaking out for that.
Trust me, you'll have a lot more fun living on your own.
Where did Paul go? Does he also? Does he
You let
always
the,
disappear?
yeah, he went to let the dog out.
Oh, so he's the cause of the very popular song.
What?
The very popular song.
What?
Who let the dogs out?
That's a good idea, but what she's looking for, Carlos, is she's looking for seconds on her dinner. So I give her
Okay.
usually a handful of more dry dog food.
Yeah, she's a chubby little thing.
She never is too happy with whatever she gets, you know?
Wait, why is my okay? There we go. Oh yeah, my character is all frozen right now because I'm in a dark area and I can't read my face.
Well, some dogs, man, if you're not careful, they'll eat till they're sick if
Hey,
you don't portion their food.
Speaking of, what am I? Am I a panda or am I a spotted dog? I don't know what I am.
I think you're a panda.
Yeah, I have different images on my phone for Zoom. Apparently, for the Zoom app on.
Well, you've
Well-
got panda ears, so I'm thinking you're a panda.
Probably, that's my guess.
Tilt your head down.
Okay.
See the ears? Those are panda.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can tell by the ears. What sucks is only my mouth moves and not my arms.
Yeah, I know. That's what we were talking about before. Wouldn't it be nice if you could wave and whatever, you know?
Yeah, and when I blink one eye, both of them blink. And my mouth's off like anime.
Well, Zoom is, those are just in beta testing too, so they haven't really refined them.
Ron, what time is your group gonna be there?
6. Yeah, I gotta make sure everything's. I get a little nervous sometimes with little kids, making sure they don't touch anything they shouldn't.
Yeah, and you gotta lock down anything that could disappear.
Well, you guys are giving a tour or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cub Scouts are coming.
And the thing of it is that you don't know how many TJs are gonna be in that group. Can I have that?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, if they have a good troop leader though, they'll behave.
yeah,
Because
they should.
that's kind of part of being a Boy Scout, a Cub Scout, a Girl Scout. They have like a, you know,
A den leader, it's called in Cub Scouts.
right. But what I'm saying is that's one of the things they teach you is to be quiet and listen and be respectful when you're told. So just depends on who their leader is. Me and Thomas were doing Boy Scouts, but we did it for a couple months, but man, they're every other minute, dude, they wanted like $200 for this, $300 for that, $500 for this. It was ridiculous. Like they would have bankrupted me. Like every other week, they wanted to go do this, some activity that costs you a freaking housing loan to go do. I was like, Jesus. Didn't help that all the troop leaders were like podiatrists and doctors and shit. And Thomas just wasn't having fun doing it neither. They were kind of really snooty people.
Well, the interesting is that there was an episode in Blue Bloods where the commissioner was took the kids, and he was kind of like the parent of the kids in the museum, and the lady that was in charge, she didn't want the kids doing anything they wanted to do. She wanted them to do what she wanted them to do. Of course, that didn't last long.
Yeah, I wasn't, me and Thomas weren't a big fan of it. Like I said, they were kind of really snooty people, kind of uptight. There's a lot of them seem to be kind of like your upper echelon in society, so they
Yeah.
wasn't a really fun troop, I guess, to be a part of.
Do they still have Girl Scouts? I know they
Yeah.
sell cookies, but I don't know if they have actual Girl Scouts that get together and like,
Oh yeah, Kelsey did it for like, shit, 6 or 7 years with Sarah.
okay,
Sarah was one of the troop leaders. Yeah, they did it for a long time, but then Sarah just got burnt out on it after so long. And then, of course, Kelsey got into 8th grade and she didn't want to do it no more because, a lot of kids grow out of it once they hit middle school,
Right.
high school. They don't want to do it no more.
Justin, I sent you a message,
Yeah, I was about to click.
a couple of them.
Oh, I know, right? 100%. Yeah, the Girl Scouts weren't nearly as bad. Like a lot of their trips and stuff, like that's what the cookies paid for. So you didn't really have to pay for a whole lot of stuff.
Girl Scout cookies are not cheap.
no,
And now I think they went up another dollar. I want to say they're like $6 or $7 a box now. But people know that, and there's a lot of like, you can go to like Walmart, you can actually find a lot of the Girl Scout cookies just repackaged as a different under Walmart's brand, but they taste exactly the same.
my
But
favorites were the
peop-
Thin Mints.
But people do it out of, just because it's a traditional thing, People don't mind spending the money. There's still a lot of people. There's people that will come up and don't even want a box. They'll just
Yeah,
give the Girl Scouts money. They'll just hand them $20 and be like, here, put it towards your
ahead.
troop. Because we get a lot of older people too that have diabetes, so they don't actually want the cookies. They'll just give the Girl Scouts donations. Or they'll say, give the box of cookies to whatever. So. The hell did you do, Ron?
Burnt dinner almost.
Oh. I'm having chili cheese dogs for dinner.
So did you make them any more fancy dinners over there, Ron?
No, not this week.
Oh, so they really like the meatloaf, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah, that went over pretty well.
Where are you at, the apartment?
No, I'm at the helicopter hangar.
Oh, okay. You're in that like little hangout area.
Is that upstairs or is that on the same floor, main floor?
Right here's on the bottom floor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty weather for the next several days here. I would imagine same for you, huh?
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, but going back to what you were saying about Thin Mints, that's actually their most popular sold cookie.
Yeah,
That was the one that everybody always bought. Thin Mints, we'd go through cases of those. Because the actual head troop leader that Sarah worked with, you'd go to her house and she'd have like pallets of Girl Scout cookies. I'm talking pallets of them in her garage. They'd fill up a whole car and a whole like 2-axle freaking car trailer full of cases of cookies. That's how many cookies they'd go through. Because you can also buy cookies and donate the boxes to troops in like more third world type countries, because they actually have Girl Scout troops in those areas. And they donate the boxes to them to sell in their areas. So you can buy a box for donation, or you can just give the Girl Scouts money if you don't want the cookies.
Well, I know we have a Girl Scout in the area has a building over by the expressway. And I think you can go in there anytime and buy Girl Scout cookies.
There was that real famous Girl Scout about 3 or 4 years ago. She actually was like, I think one of the top sellers in the country. She sold cookies out in front of a dispensary in Colorado.
Wow.
I want to say she sold like a few thousand boxes or something in one day. She just sat outside the dispensary selling them to people as they were coming out. But yeah, that kind of went viral though.
I don't think there's any commercial cookies that are exactly like a Thin Mint.
There are some at Walmart, but they're like square, but they do taste very similar. Like if you did a blind taste test, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Maybe, it's really close. But there are like, they do have a lot of the same cookies. A lot of the grocery stores actually sell the same cookies, they're just repackaged. But they do look and almost taste exactly the same. Well, like I said, it doesn't matter anyway, because people buy them just because they like the old school tradition of the Girl Scouts, so
Yeah,
people are gonna spend the money regardless.
that's exactly right.
Yeah, when you got a bunch of little, little cute little 6, 7-year-olds out there, you wanna buy a cookie, sir? It's hard to tell them no.
Yeah, especially when they're standing outside of like a large, like a Walmart or a Kmart or whatever. Any kind of a major store, they're always out in front selling them during that time period.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, it's a lot of times in Florida, you get a lot of these older people that have diabetes and they don't want the cookies. They'll just hand the Girl Scouts $20 to put in their thing. They'll just be like, here you go.
Oh, one of my credit cards got hacked this morning.
Oh, what happened?
Luckily they, the nice thing one thing I like about my Bank of America credit card I have with Alaska Airlines, anytime any transaction goes through, my phone instantly beeps. And they bought, and it's very typical. They always buy something small, and they bought a subscription to Amazon Music.
I told Sean to get a drone. Damn it.
They're just testing your credit card.
Yeah, that's what they do. They buy
Because
something.
the average person doesn't pay attention.
Well, the cool feature they have now too is if you think somebody stole your credit card, you can go on a lot of the banking apps and you can just toggle your card and lock it immediately. And then you can call the bank and let the bank deal with whatever charges were done, but you can lock your card yourself. That's another great thing is, how sometimes you lose your bank card and you don't want to call the bank and you haven't had no charges because you want to try to find it before you have to call and cancel it. Like
Yeah,
on my banking app with Wells Fargo, I can go on there and just toggle off the card off and lock it until I find the card. And if for some reason I can't find it, after 12 hours of looking for it, whatever, then I'll call the bank and I can tell the bank, hey, I need a new card. Because a lot of times, man, you'll lose your bank card, you'll call and cancel it, and then 10 minutes later you find it in your fucking wallet or somewhere where you missed it.
yeah.
That's happened to me quite a few times.
Hmm.
So now I can just go on my banking app and lock my card until I find it.
Thing is, I gotta go through and there's a couple things that I just have automatically set up. Automatic payment.
Automatic pay, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go through and try and remember what those things are. They canceled it and then they're gonna issue, it's gonna be 7 to 10 days before I get a new card.
Why the hell would they buy Amazon Music? Why wouldn't they buy an Amazon Prime subscription? It gives you the music for free.
Amazon is used very frequently. They'll buy, there was something else. I think they have tried, like an Amazon membership. But it's always something, usually under $10.
Well, and two, some of these retailers might not charge the card right away. So they'll test it, they'll see that it went through,
Yep.
but it might just be being held until sometimes the banks don't know that that money's being held.
Mhm.
Walmart will just say, yep, they have money in the account. We're just gonna hold the $14 till 24 hours and then we'll charge them. And then when they see that it went through and it worked, then they'll be like, all right, let's order this and this and this.
Yeah. Yeah, it came out of Washington State.
Because that's actually what Walmart does with your, when you order online purchases to pick up today orders,
Mhm.
or you can order that morning and just drive to the store and pick it up later that afternoon. What Walmart does is they charge it will show on your Walmart account, like say you buy a $10 item, it will show on your Walmart account, okay, they know that you have money in the account. They'll put $10 on hold, but it doesn't show up on your banking side because they don't actually charge you till they actually scan the item in and say they do have it in stock. But Walmart holds the money until the actual physical employee picks the item up off the shelf and says, yeah, we have it, scan it. And once they scan it in, then it immediately takes the money out. And then it will show up on your banking app.
You would think, with the intelligence that these have, that the credit card companies would be able to ping the exact IP address and see exactly where that came from. And then have them,
Yeah, but the problem is a lot of these scammers are using VPNs and they're pretty much bouncing their IP address all over the world. Like I
Mhm.
got one on my computer and phone. I can look like I'm in frickin' England or Australia if I want.
really.
I can turn mine on and you go to look at my IP address, it'll say I'm in Australia, bouncing off some server in Australia.
Hmm.
And the thing is, those VPNs are so cheap, you can like literally, like a lot of them will offer like the first 3 months for like $1, and then it's only like $10 a month after that.
Yeah.
You
No,
can even,
you got caught it.
I mean, you can even do like David and Sean did, right? They bought an actual VPN device that they plug into their internet at the house through their modem or router. I can't remember which one. But it's a lifetime, like it works for life for buying the device, but the device is like $200-300.
Hmm.
But it just constantly runs the VPN through your whole network at your house.
Hmm. Shoot. Yeah, I don't know whether this weather's gonna clear up tonight or not. It was supposed to be sunny today. That didn't happen.
But you know why these banks don't give a crap? And these credit card companies, because all their money's federally insured.
Mhm.
Any losses they occur due to counterfeiting, anything like that, it all gets paid back to them. They ain't losing no damn money. If anything, we're paying it out of our taxes.
Yep.
Federal government pays, insures all that. It's just like with those new chips they put on the cards, right? If I'm not
Right.
mistaken, what they're supposed to do is they're not, the chips are supposed to be like, you're not supposed to be able to copy them because they're supposed to create like a new code every time it gets swiped. Use
Mhm.
that chip. But they still leave the swiping method on there. Now they've added that one touch system. Dude, I got one card that has 3 different ways to use it. I can
Really?
use the chip, I can just touch the machine, or I can swipe it. It's
Yeah,
like, pick a system and use it. Jesus, my card don't need 3 different ways to do it.
yeah, I think a couple of my cards I can do that too. I just tap the machine. Oh,
Well, either your information was stolen online somewhere and resold,
yeah,
on the dark web, or somebody somewhere you used your card may have had a card reader and you didn't realize it. That's
right.
why when you go up to a gas pump, always walk up to the
Oh, I
card
always
reader
do.
and pull on it. And
Always do.
yank that son of a bitch, cause they'll put a actual full replica over top of it and it'll look legit, like you'll think it's the actual machine.
Hmm.
And then they'll just come back later and pull it right off of the gas pump and walk off with it.
Yep.
Another way they were doing it too, do you see the gas stations, have you seen them putting those seal stickers on the gas pumps?
Yeah.
And that's because what's the problem is a lot of the gas pumps have universal keys that anybody can get their hands on. And so what these
Oh,
credit card scammers were doing was going up to pumps, opening them up with the key, putting the device inside there behind the credit card reader. And then they would close the pump up and walk off, and then they come back a day or 2 later and pick it up.
oh,
Guess what?
wow.
300 people done put their card in that machine. So now these gas stations have their own security seals that they seal around the area that opens up. And if it's broken, you're supposed to go in and tell the attendant if the seal's broken.
They'll probably come up with, be able to duplicate that tape or something.
Oh, well, whenever you figure out how to stop a scam, they figure out another way of doing it.
Yeah.
So it's a constant battle. The only way they're ever gonna fix a lot of this stuff is with quantum computing.
Is what?
Quantum computing. Like, read up on that. Pretty much the only way to break a quantum computer or break into it is you literally have to break the laws of physics, which is impossible. But that's still very much a concept that most companies and governments are working on, but I don't know if there's actually a working one out there.
Hmm.
But a quantum computer can also take every single. So if you had like a 4-digit password, it can take every single 4-digit possible combination and simultaneously do it at one time.
Hmm.
Where a regular computer has to sit and cycle through them to try to figure out what your password is. Quantum computer can take every combination that's ever possible. It should be 10,000 different possibilities with a 4-digit password. And it will do them all simultaneously at one time and break your password in a matter of a second.
Oh. Well, I guess I better go get ready for these kitties.
It's the kitty show, huh?
Yeah, pretty soon.
You don't sound real excited.
All right, I'm putting on my warm and fuzzy. It's all right.
Where the hell's, I wonder where JD and David have been. I've been messaging David. He hasn't been answering me. Either
David,
one of AZ. Him
oh,
and-
AZ, yeah, I haven't heard from AZ in about a week.
Yeah, and JD neither. JD's
No.
been gone too. And I even messaged David on Messenger earlier to see what he was doing. He never messaged me back.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's okay. Everybody takes a break now and then.
Well, that's the one thing that like worries me about David is we have a group chat that he's in and he's in there every day talking to Robert and Sean. And all of a sudden, he has just gone dark over the last 4 or 5 days,
Huh,
which just makes me kind of concerned, you know? Makes me
maybe he's
worry
out
about
of
him.
town. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm hoping that's all it is, because it just makes me worry about him. 'Cause I know he's got a lot of heart issues too.
Yeah,
He was talking about that on when he came on my show a couple weeks ago about how many heart stents he's had.
you just never know.
I said, I
No.
hope he's all right.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay, we'll see you, Ron.
Yeah,
See you,
maybe-
Ron.
Thanks for popping in, buddy.
Yeah,
Later, Ron.
maybe I'll catch you guys in the morning on my way home. I'll have some long road time tomorrow.
There you
So,
go.
Yeah. Well, alrighty, guys.
Okay,
All right,
Ron,
we'll
take
see you
care.
later.
Thanks for being here.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, Justin, what do you think? Do we call it or
I mean, the chat doesn't seem to be doing anything and nobody's coming on, so.
nobody's
still
coming
here.
out? Yeah. Carlos is here, but Carlos is busy and on and off, and
Yeah,
I
the
think,
chat's
I
not
think
letting-
I'm just gonna call it for tonight.
All right.
Carlos,
Well-
thanks for coming in. Justin, thank you. Are you gonna go over on somebody else's?
Bye.
Oh,
You,
no, I'm
just
done for
kick
the night.
back? Okay,
Yeah, it's Thursday night, so I still
Yeah.
got work tomorrow.
all right. Okay, we'll see you maybe in the morning.
All right, we'll see you later.